Hello there everybody, please let me know if I made the sound low enough. Let me know if you can hear the music in the background or not. So for today, I think they have fixed the ambient music a little bit, like it plays a little bit more often, I believe, so I'm still not playing my own music for now. Welcome to the stream, Rangeclaw R and Vino, good to see you guys. Alright, so what do we have planned for today? I'm going to take it slow since there's still not many people in the stream, hopefully we get some more later on. Let me just slowly start making my way towards the place that we are going to be orbiting today. Yes, I need to go to the Colossus top. And obviously, here's the proper card, the last one I try. Hey, yes, welcome, good to see you. It has been a while, like almost a month I think, since I have last done one of those streams. Anyway, where do we need to go first? First we need to fly on a carpet to Edron, then we are going to run to the port. If anybody is joining just now and haven't seen the streams before, this is my challenge character. I do not use... I cannot... yeah, I already messed this up. So basically there are some... yeah, all the basic armament rules are in place, so I cannot take items from other players, I cannot get help from other players, I cannot use the market. The additional rule is I cannot have anything equipped in my backpack slot. So that's that. Hey, HHHHH, welcome to the stream. Alright, so there's a couple of additional rules that I have placed later when we got into the challenge. One of those rules is really more of an exception. We are allowed to travel for free, or rather I have a lot of money in my bank account. I am unable to gain any money otherwise, so there's no risk that I am going to spend it on something else than intended, and the intended use is obviously travel. Since, yeah, without money we would just be basically stuck in the mainland forever. So, for today, we are going to be traveling to Liberty Bay. Is there something wrong with the audio? I'm pretty sure you're trolling me, by the way. Right, yeah. Way to go, Vance, always ruining whatever I have going on. So, you guys may be wondering what I am going to be doing today. And the answer to that question is, first of all, we need to find ourselves a bag somewhere around here. Or maybe a crate, that's going to be good as well. Or better yet, a stamped parcel. I think that's easier to throw around. I would prefer just a regular bag, but I don't think we can get our hands on one that easily over here. So, the next thing we need to do is we need to find the depot. I believe it's somewhere over here. Yeah, and there's a bunch of weird people around. What I'm going to do right now, we're going for a test run, so I'll just only grab one life ring. There we go. This one should be good enough. And I am going to drag and drop this life ring all the way to the place where we are headed, just so that I don't waste any of it. At least not any more than we can afford to. I did get very lucky with farming life rings today. I think I got like 10 in a matter of an hour, so that was really great. That's going to help us a lot in the long run, but for now... yeah, okay, so what we also need is food, so it's useful that these rats happened by. Let me grab some of that cheese. Yeah, and now let's just hope nobody comes in here to steal our stuff, we need to head straight west. Oh yeah, everything in Tibia sounds like a brick now. I mean, hopefully over time, eventually they just add more sounds and more packages, you know? Ideally, everything has its own sounds. Still, they did a very good job of allowing us to mix and match. We can pretty much disable all the sounds that we don't like, keep only the ones that we enjoy. Also, they are quite useful as well. I've been farming some beholders AFK, and I just set the sounds to be only the taking damage sounds and set them for very loud. And whenever I hear something happening, that means that the enemy has respawned. Alright, so you probably already know where I am headed. It's this place, Hive Outpost. Basically, this character doesn't really have any chance against any of the Hive creatures, save for this one. So this is a swarmer. These guys, they are supposed to swarm you in large amounts and be basically a nuisance to deal with. And as you can see, there is a single one right over here. Why is that a good thing for us? Well, the answer is, these guys have a 1 in 250 chance of dropping, drumrolls, the Epi, which is a one-handed sword. I think it has 37 points of attack. Hey Hugo, welcome to the stream. Alright, so it's a one-handed weapon that has better attack than our current main weapon, and we will also be able to equip a shield, right? So that's probably just a straight-up upgrade. And from there we can go places, really. But what we need to do right now is we need to find some sort of a food source, because I don't think we can keep this going on just those 2 pieces of cheese. We also need to establish how long do those swarmers respawn. But most of all, I'm just interested in finding some kind of a bear cave. Maybe, I don't know what we could get. Can we collect those mangoes, actually? No, we cannot, right? Obviously. Why would you be able to collect fruit from a tree? That's like a one-off thing that you can do in Rookgard and never again. But yeah, we are hungry, we definitely need some food, and I haven't really been to Liberty Bay like ever, so if anybody in the chat is well versed with this place and can tell me where I can find like a bear cave, maybe some wolves, whatever really, as long as they drop food. I need them very, very much right now. Well, we are going to be fine for a moment or two yet. It really sucks that we keep getting poisoned, but I am going to handle that somehow. Yeah, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get back here. We have enough life to handle one more of those guys, and I'm just going to Google it myself, I suppose. Oh, destination out of range. Why? Why would it be out of range? Alright, so walk here first. Let me check real quick. Liberty Bay. And Tibia Wiki, there we go. What kind of enemies can I meet on the surface? Okay, there is supposed to be a pig somewhere over here. So we need to find a place with pigs. Hopefully they are just chilling around in some sort of a pig pen. Maybe underground there would be rats, I suppose. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, out of range you say? Right, let's go and see if that swarmer has respawned, and then we can continue circling around, searching for food sources. Let me see. Alright, so Tibia Wiki says that we can meet some pigs in the Liberty Bay slums. So that's going to be the southern area. Well, we'll see. That's some really dramatic music playing in the background right now. Yeah, so the music seems to be playing more often. I don't really have music on, or any other sounds really, as I play casually. So I can't really give you a first-hand experience other than what I have seen on streams. And when I stream I keep talking, so it's really way different. Alright, so that Swarmer is back, so at least we know that it is decently quick respawning. Oh, I am almost dead now. Yeah, we need to be more careful. Thankfully, those little guys, they cannot heal, so at least that's something. Let's abuse the power of healing. And there we go. Hopefully, we do some better damage against it right now. Come on, one more strong hit. There we go. Alright, and we can head on over to the slums and search for those pigs. We really need to start healing ourselves. And obviously I'm going to go ahead and grab some of those life rings later on as well. But before that, let's just secure a food source. Alright, there's one more thing that we can consider at some point. We do have those prey cards. We should still have like 7. Ideally, I would like to keep the deeplings on for as long as I can, because yeah, they're just so valuable to this character. But technically, we could try and pay 5 wild cards to grab the Swarmers, right? And then we would have like 2 more rerolls. Okay, there's a pig. 2 pieces of meat. I'm going to thump them right away. Let's see. Any more creatures around? We might end up just walking circles like this. The outpost, the slums, kill the animals, and over again. Which would suck, but at the same time, we might also not have a choice. What is this? A Mega Sylvan. I have no idea what's going on in modern Tibia. Alright. Yeah, let's start healing a little bit. So, is that just a single pig over there? I was hoping for a little bit more. But since we can't really access any money, and we can't really get our hands on any food outside from here, I guess we're essentially stuck. Yeah, stuck relying on this single pig spawn as well as all those rats. Thankfully those rats do drop cheese quite often, so we are going to be fine. Alright, before we go and fight that Swarmer once more, let's go ahead and make use of our other exception, which is collecting the store items. I have a bunch of store items saved up in my depot, since we have been running into situations when I would just have to wait around for our HP to regen for a very long time. Instead, I am storing all of those lovely potions in the depot so that we can speed up the process. Well, it won't help us in the long run, not by much. But yeah, it's something. And just for today, Oh, Amera. Yeah, I'm in the slums. I'd rather not have a house than have a house there. Anyway, just for today, I was able to drop a rusted armor and a flask of rust remover. And after thinking hard on what should I do with those, I mean, I could just, unrust it, get something very rare, and tell you, hey, I got it. But I decided against it. Instead, I decided to bring them over to the depot so that I can unrust it on stream. So let's do the unrusting. I was hoping it would be more than just one piece, but... oh well. Yep, so it's broken. And that's it for the unrusting session. Tell you what, I am also going to grab one more life ring to bring with us. Why not? The one that we took with us first was like 5 minutes remaining, so it wouldn't last us for a very, very long time. Alright, rat, give me all that cheese. Beautiful. And maybe if we are lucky again, we can run into that pig. Yeah, just look at those houses. It's horrible, really. At this point, just don't buy a house. They're probably still incredibly expensive, knowing how the game works. Alright. That pig seems to have a long respawn timer. But I think we are fully fed, right? We have 12 minutes of food, so... yeah, we'll do a couple more rounds of beautiful cherries, that's something. And then we will be able to chill eventually. I'm really not sure whether we were very lucky the last time I fought the Swarmer, or... should I rather expect those battles to be more like the second time. Yeah, let's keep healing, and I should probably disable the healing noises. Okay, there we go. Another Swarmer down, and apparently that is going to be our life for now. We just move in circles, gather some food, and then move over to fight the Swarmer every once in a while. And once we streamline things, hopefully it will get better, but for now, it seems that we are in for a long one. Yeah, so first of all, I think I'm going to disable the healing spells. Beautiful. Yeah, that's much better. We do not need to hear me spamming the cheapest healing spell this entire time. I wish we could afford the cure poison spell, but I don't think we will be able to anytime soon. Alright. That pig that hasn't respawned yet, unless it respawns elsewhere and has only like moved over here recently. We have time, so let's just walk around and explore. Like I said, I haven't really ever been to Liberty Bay properly, only in passing really. I think a Liberty Bay only character would have been also quite interesting. There's a lot of cool things that I have seen while just running around the city looking for the Hive outpost. Right, so that place that we are fighting the Swarmer, it is called the Hive outpost, right? and it is a so-called mini world change, so it's not always there, which is why I wasn't able to stream for such a long time, because I not only needed to be able to stream on that day, I also needed to be lucky enough to have that hive outpost appear near Liberty Bay, right? So that's why it was so long. I'm not that lazy, seriously. We technically have some other ways to progress for now, but I think the one that I am going for at the moment, the Swarmers, is probably the best of them all. Everything else seriously just requires us to rush levels to level 50 so that we can do some additional tasks. Yep, I am looking for an epi, and that is a 1 in 200 drop. And before I realized, we are already full mana, so let's rush over to the Swarmer. I think that 12 minutes of food that we have should be enough for a while. So there is no schedule on how that works. Every day after a server save, there is a set chance that it will be here or not, right? And that's it. So we can either get lucky and be able to farm Swarmers on that day, or we simply may not. Alright, so actually what I should have done is find the EP, track the drops, beautiful, and I also would like to not soar but swore, there we go, track kills of the Swarmer. And I'm sure somebody just took our 2 pieces of cheese and our 5 minutes life ring, because that's what people do. That's why I decided not to bring all of my life rings in the first place. This place seems pretty popular with people, so yeah, what we should do is exactly what I am doing right now, keeping the life ring on at all times. Alright, so how about now we just measure for how long does this guy respawn. We killed one, 2 minutes. I mean 22 minutes past 8, so... yeah, our mana is almost full, so let's also not waste it. Alright. I'm going to hold it like this actually, if someone just rushes by. Oh yes, higher level people are like very, very quick. Yeah, once we get a rough idea of how fast they respawn, we'll be able to work around that, right? I should still have like 10 minutes of food. That should be good enough. Once we start dropping some serious meat from that pig, we should be fine for a longer period of time as well. And yeah, it's a good thing I was looking around. I wonder what he's trying to do. Just standing around here menacingly. So what, he's just going to stay here, right? Like this, awkwardly. And I'm going to be wasting a lot of that life ring. Well, I guess I can always farm more, and getting some additional levels is not a problem for me, but... okay, there it goes. Another Swarmer, so it took us like 2 minutes. That is actually really, really good. As long as we don't die fighting it, of course. But 2 minutes respawn, we can work with this. It's not going to be terribly boring. I mean, we have already done a stream while farming a 15-minute respawn Black Knight, so that's something to keep in mind. And I've been told it was fun enough. Alright, so we should count like 2, maybe 3 minutes respawn. So next one is going to be there 28 past 8. So let's rush it towards the city, find a pig, slay it, get some food going. Where's our food meter? 8 minutes. Yep, and that's going to be our life for now. Thankfully, it's like 1 in 200 drop, so we shouldn't be stuck here for too long, right? If we are lucky, it's going to be like 1, maybe 2 streams. And then we can move on to greater things. Obviously, I will still need to level up a little bit off stream, but other than that, it's going to be smooth sailing. Alright, what I want to know though is... where is that pig? I haven't seen it in a while. And we can't really expect the rats to drop all the cheese that we need. Well, technically we could. Okay, 2026, so it's 1 more minute. Oh, come on, why would you kill the rat? You had no business killing the rat, man. Yeah, we should be slowly heading back to fight the swarmer. Yeah, I think our overall food ratio is going up, so this seems quite sustainable. Yeah, and the music isn't popping in often enough. I think once we kill the next one, I'm going to go ahead and play my own music. Oh, there's the rats. There we go. Drop some cheese, please. No, alright. Okay, so first of all, so that it doesn't... yeah, doesn't make a mess, I'm going to disable this music. And then I can go ahead and play this. Our good old usual playlist. Wait, is it playing? Oh, I could barely hear it, but apparently it is. Right, and here comes the swarmer. If we get lucky, we can, like, kill it with 3-4 shots, I think. A compound die and 61 gold coins. Alright, we are full, well, not really full mana, so I guess we can stay here and regenerate it a little bit. Well, the most current goal is the epi. After that, we are going to be trying for some harder tasks. Oh yes, of course, just place an epi right here. Thank you, Envy. I mean, you've gotten lazy. If it were the old you would have just covered the entire place with epis, but I suppose you can't really afford that, can you? Yeah, so we are farming for that EP, and we also want to raise our level so that we can access some harder tasks. There's the Bone Beast task that we want to do. I don't think we will be able to do... What's it called? I don't think we will be able to do the mutated rat task, or we won't be able to fight the boss, so there's no point in that. And that was going to be our source for the life ring, by the way. I mean, the epi originally. Yeah, not cool at all. And you're completely throwing me off the track. Just go away, dude. And yeah, as I was saying, oh my god, this entire speech has gone off the rails. I don't even know what I am saying. So what I was trying to say is we need to raise our levels so that we can access some tasks. One of those tasks is bone beasts, and then we are going to try... Oh yeah, it's a pretty high level area, you can't really go there envy. And after that we are going to... Yeah, I once again forgot what I was saying. Too many things happening around me. I really suck at streaming, honestly. I have no idea why I do this. So, yeah, just throw it over there, sure. We might want to try crystal spiders as well. Like, crystal spiders, they are meaner and tougher than giant spiders, so I have no idea how it's going to go. But if at some point we are able to hunt those, which I really hope we can, will we be pretty much set for life with the items that we can get from it? It's probably going to be the end goal as well. Apart from some singular equipment upgrades that we might be able to farm very slowly, I think the crystal spiders are up there near the end when it comes to character goals. Alright, so we killed one 2 minutes ago. It should be respawning any time now. And oh, there he goes. Right. So let's slap that lovely ring on us and start slapping the boy around. And this one is going to go really fast, apparently. There it goes, and plop. No more rings for us, we do not need them at the moment. So the way we should go about this is, I think, the next time I stream, I'm just going to go before the stream, collect a bunch of food, hide it somewhere nearby where no player really goes, and then we'll be set, right? I didn't do this time because I don't know why not. I might even be able to find a better food source should we go for a longer time, but... yeah. Also, I feel like... the game is still like awfully loud for me. Can you guys even hear the music that I played? I certainly cannot. But that might be just on my side, really. Yeah, the waspoids, they are pretty dangerous. So, the other creature that can drop epi for us is that over there, an insectoid worker. However, we can't really fight those insectoid workers, and why is Envy blocking the respawns? Oh my god. What do you mean what music? There is... there's music playing in the background, right? You can't hear it? Should I make it louder, like so? Oh my god, that sucks. So how about now? Can you hear music now? Like, I have used the exact same setting as before for the music sound. I mean, music loudness. Alright. Yeah, so it's going better now, definitely. That's weird, I have literally never played the music this loud before. But apparently some settings must have gotten changed or something. Really weird if you ask me. Oh, I don't know if you can block it, but I think it did not respawn as fast as it used to when you were standing there. Also, I think what? Oh my god. Right, so that was not a good idea. Apparently they can shoot through that, so let's let's not try that again. And I'm going to keep our ring hidden over here instead. Alright, so one more swarmer and then I'm going to need to go and grab some more food. Let's hope that we get very lucky with the pig drop, because I really don't wanna just go and run around all the time trying to drop some additional cheese from the rats. Oh yeah, this one is a tough one. Let's heal up a little bit. A little bit more. I can even slap the life ring on, since we are already roughed up a little bit. Alright, and let's go ahead, grab some food. Yeah, I had no idea they can shoot through walls like this. I guess there must be some kind of a window that they did not really intend to place. So we are currently in Liberty Bay. And there is this daily world change that can happen every now and then that makes this huge hive outpost just pop up in the southwestern shore. Oh, a level 4 rat. That's a level 4 rat cheese right there. Not much of a food source, but we can't really be picky right now. And very, very fortunately, there is that single swarmer that we can reach at the entrance to the hive outpost, that we can slowly but steadily farm in order to drop an epi. Yep, I guess he basically blocked that rat for us, and that was not very Iron Man-y to kill a creature that was being blocked by somebody, but what can he do? Oh, I don't know nothing about that spawn really. All I cared about is it's a easy source of epi for us. And we are in a dire need of weapon upgrades, so it's just a godsend. Quite frankly, I did not expect this plan to work at all, but then I went ahead and explored this place with my main, and I was like, oh my god, there is a single swarmer, the weaker one, the weakest one of them all. And it also drops the sword that we need. Real cool stuff. Alrighty then. There's the Swarmer waiting for us. We are pretty much full on HP and mana, so we should be fine. We just approach this guy and start blasting. Come on, give me a good hit. High damage, come on. Alright. So, thanks to NV, we at least can see how good the sword is going to be. So it's 37-23 compared to 35-26. So even if we don't have a shield on, it's going to be pretty much the same, or at least very close to being the same. Well, it's not a best in slot actually, there are better options for us. I'm not sure how many of those better options we will be able to obtain realistically. But you know, we can always try. Oh right, it was from that era, right? Nobody knows what's going on because of all the bots. I remember somebody once asking why so many werewolves are being killed in Tibia. Why are werewolves so popular? And then it turned out it's not werewolves, it's werewolf summons that werewolves can summon, right? When you fight them. Alright, another swarmer right over here. There we go, it's dead. My one-handed skills. I've been using a two-handed weapon on this character for the longest time, so I have like 84 sword, 77 shielding. It's mostly from offline training, and I do offline train on this character because I cannot be bothered to be online training so many characters at the same time, and I have quite a lot. Yeah. I'm not sure if I shouldn't go ahead and grab some food and a new life ring already, but whatever. I'm sure we can get lucky and kill one more swarmer without needing to do anything else for now. In fact, I might even go ahead and grab a drink as he waits. I wonder what this is going to be. Alright. And I instantly knock it over as well. Yeah, thankfully, both two-handed and one-handed swords are the same skill. It would be such a bother otherwise. I'm really glad they didn't decide to divide it up even more. Alright. And it's dead. Alright. Okay, so it has been like 40 minutes. We have already killed about 13. We can probably improve the tempo a little bit once we get a system going, but overall, yeah, hopefully someday we do drop it. Like, how many more can we do today? Like, maybe we can maybe get to 50, I think. If we try very hard. But what I would really like to know is, where did the pig vanish to? Is it like a half an hour respawn, or did it get chased away somewhere? Oh my god, a dusty rat. 17 minutes of food as well, well. I guess we're going to be fine for now. And there we go. Since we're here, let's just recuperate ourselves, grab another life ring. And there we go. This one should last us like more than 20 minutes since we will be taking it off while we wait for the respawn, when our HP and mana is full, of course. And we have like 19 minutes of food, so I guess we can afford to just stay in there for like 20 minutes now. We are actually food as well. Food, I'm full. We're not actual food. So let's grab that. There we go, 2 additional pieces of cheese. Yeah, we can afford to just calm that little swarmer for a long time. And by a long time I mean like 20 minutes really. But that is a long time for this character. It would be great if those swarmers dropped like ham or something. I wouldn't dare to ask for dragon ham, but that would have been amazing. But yeah, they're clearly just bugs. And you can bet that this guy is going to kill our swarmer as well. Yep. Oh, actually he didn't. That's really nice. I fully expected him to. Hey Ragnar, long time no see. Alright, this one is definitely giving us a solid whooping. And somebody threw away our box. Why would they throw away our box? Hey Kartovsky, I can't really tell you what the goal is. We are just sort of coming up with ideas along the way. We want to go as far as we can, get as good gear as possible. Like always, progression in my challenges has always been about gear. And such is also the case in this case. But I can't really tell you what the best gear is going to be. Because technically, if we level up high enough, right, we should be able to handle pretty much any creature without any need of carrying potions or supplies, right? Obviously, we won't be going so far. I won't be leveling this character to 500 on rotworms or something just to be able to kill like a dragon lord. That would be pointless, but I think we can keep him within like reasonable bounds, like maybe up to level 100, and then we will see how far we can go gear-wise, and that's going to be it. I already have a rough idea of what the best gear on this character is going to be, but I don't want to spoil too much, and I don't really know how much of that is going to be possible if we keep it within like a level 100 range. Which we obviously will. Seriously, there is no way in hell I'm leveling up this guy anywhere higher than 100. We'll see if I even get to 100. Alright. Where is that dude? Should have respawned already. Oh, also somebody stole our EP, I guess. Oh, there it is. Let's go ahead, destroy the bug real quick, and then we can chill again. Yep. So, recently I've been working on my Maze of Lost Souls character, the one that we came up with during our Snapper stream. It took me a while, but yeah, I'm currently farming beholders on it. I kind of want the beholder shield. And quite frankly, it's pretty pointless to get the shield for me. The reason being, there's that quest, you know, the Griffin Shield quest, where you can get, guess what, a Griffin Shield, which is better than the Beholder Shield. So once I get the Beholder Shield, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Griffin Shield instantly, but I kind of want the Beholder Shield, you know, it's a really cool looking shield. Oh, I do not want to be using help from other players in any way. Like, if somebody is currently in a creature spawn that I'm hunting and my way through that spawn becomes easier by an accident, then I'm not going to argue with that outcome, right? I'm not going to see if it would have been different if not for that guy or whatever. But I am also not comfortable with just straight up asking people to help me out, right? Having someone block a demon for me, it's pretty much no different than having like 3 druids healing me while I try to tank it, right? At this point it's just going too far. I'm trying to have a sort of single player experience here. Most of the challenges in Tibia become way easier when you come in as a part of the group, so I try not to abuse that option. There we go, another antenna. I guess we're going to be covering this entire little plateau with those brick sounding antennas. That's going to be fun. Yeah, pretty much so. I mean, obviously it is a MMO, so I cannot expect other players to leave me completely alone, right? It would be stupid to expect that, but we're trying to just have our own fun, our own way. You know, the fun in overcoming challenges such as killing demons is, well, all about overcoming them, right? And if you use help from other players, especially if they're like way overpowered compared to you, then the challenge doesn't really exist anymore. There is nothing left for you to overcome. Alright, this is going pretty well, so far at least. That dude should be respawning anytime now. Alright, there it is. So, back to some news on that Maze of Lost Souls character that I've been working on. So basically I'm hunting this beholder, right? It's a single spawn. It respawns like 7 minutes or so. So it is quite a long process, you can imagine. And I'm doing it for no reason either. Well, no reason other than it would be cool to have that shield, honestly. After that I'm going to grab the Griffin Shield and a Dwarven Axe, and then I can pretty much go ahead and start grinding a Skogul creature again. This time around it's going to be a dragon. And after I start, after I stop grinding the dragon, I switch to grinding a single giant spider. After that single giant spider, it's going to be a single dragon lord. There, you get the idea. This entire challenge of being in the Maze of Lost Souls only is pretty much just farming a single creature over and over for a long time. The end goal for that character is going to be to obtain the Ring of the Skies from a warlock. It's not a very rare item, thankfully. But in order to kill a warlock, I'm going to need a pretty strong weapon, since they can heal a lot and yeah, they're just a general nuisance to fight, so I am going to need the best weapon that you can get in the maze. And that weapon is a Dragon Slayer from a Dragon Lord. A 1 in 1000, I think, something like that, so it's going to be a long process. And once I am done with that challenge, I'm going to make it into a video, and I kind of want to make it a long, like 1, maybe 2 hours long, but just one episode, a one-off series. Not really a series, since it's just one thing, but you get my meaning, I think. Okay, stop trying to run away, thank you. Alright, I don't know how much longer I'll keep this stream going, honestly. I still need to get ready for work tomorrow. I didn't even get too much rest. This entire weekend I've been at the university, so I could use as much sleep as I can get. But we'll see. Maybe like half an hour more. Yeah, I mean, Rookstair is really neat, but at some point you just get the best gear, you know, which you can do before you even reach level 8, before you start actually seriously Rookstaying. And then it's just, well, there are some additional goals, right? Like finishing the bestiary, getting all the achievements, but after that, well, there's really nothing else to do. You can either try to compete level-wise with other players who have like years of advantage over you, or well, yeah, not much else to do. What is a pretty cool idea though, if you're a fan of a Rookstair type playstyle, is get yourself a mage, sorcerer or druid. I think sorcerer is the right way to go, because druid gets shielding levels a little bit faster. But just create a sorcerer. Allow yourself only to use items that you can get in the rook guard, right? So Legion helmet, chain armor, studded legs, leather boots, copper shield, and a katana. And just go to mainland. It is actually something the guy who just logged in is doing. So basically a sorcerer levels up his melee skills at the same pace as a rookstayer would, right? A non-vocation character. So you go ahead and play a mage. You only allow yourself to use items that you could get on rook guard, and you do not cast any spells at all. Which means you're just basically a rookstayer on mainland. And then you have access to pretty much everything that you wish you would have, right? Orc warriors, dragons maybe someday if you level up to like 70 or whatever. There's a lot more to do on mainland, obviously. So if you enjoy being a rookstayer, you can just take it outside, just like Alchemista here does. I mean, just being a melee sorcerer is one thing, right? The other thing is only using rook guard equipment. That's a whole new level of crazy, if you ask me. Yeah, that's basically a rookstayer plus, right? You have the chance to check yourself against all the creatures that you never really had a chance to battle on the rook guard. And yeah, that's about it. Obviously a very limiting way to play. At some point you won't be able to progress anymore. But it is something you should definitely try at some point if you're interested in rookstayers. Alright, I guess we should go ahead and get some food going. We only have 6 minutes left. Oh yeah, so want to know what the dude who came up with the challenge does? You know how you can get life fluid in certain places in the game? Like a daily respawn of a life fluid in a vial or a cauldron or whatever. There's like 1 or 2 places where you can get some life fluid. Yep, that's what he uses. He logs in every day, he grabs the life fluid, and yeah, he makes do with that. Though, quite honestly, if I were to do the challenge, I would probably just smuggle a ton of those small healing potions to mainland. Or maybe just start buying them off for like 1000 gold each. Just quote unquote buy them from myself. Yeah, there's many ways we can go about this. Or we could just be lazy and allow regular healing potions. It's a little bit of an advantage, but not a huge amount. And you're definitely going to need all the advantage you can get when you're a sorcerer wielding a katana, right? Alright, let's go ahead and get that swarmer again. How many have we killed? 20. Did I say we might kill 50? I was definitely lying. I guess we can get to like 30 today. Which is not bad, since the IP is like 1 in 200, so... it should be happening anytime now. So once we are done with the swarmers, we are going to need some kind of shield. We might honestly just go for the Griffin shield. I'm not sure how well this character is going to handle those creatures over there though. There's quite a bunch. Interesting sorcerer or druid challenges. Well, you could definitely try just a melee sorcerer, melee druid. You know, the way they used to be. That's something. There's also summon only sorcerer, summon only druid as well. I think druid is better because you can make your own intense healing runes to heal your summons. You know, basically you put nothing in your main hand, so you can only like use fist fighting and your summons to deal damage. Oh yeah, if you wanna go for a spike sword, then sure, go ahead. Like, I'd say, I would allow the spike sword, but maybe just do the quest, you know? It's going to be quite difficult, especially for a sorcerer without any spells, since there's so many fire devils on the way there, but yeah, just a difficult quest for an end goal. Don't just buy it off the market or drop it from a creature. Do the actual spike sword quests. Though obviously I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do, sorry. Yeah, I can't speak today. I haven't been streaming in a long time and I completely forgot how to do that properly. We need to have like a conversation going and stuff like that. But it's not easy when you're so sleepy, you know? And I don't really want to drink anything energizing, since I need to fall asleep in like less than an hour now. But once more, like I said, it's not really easy to stream on this character now, that we only can progress when this particular world change is in place. I try to check it more often, but yeah, no promises. Alright, so What other shield could I grab for this character? Since Griffin shield might be a little bit difficult. I don't want to try it. I could just hunt beholders. But I really don't want to, you know. Dragons are going to be just a long grind and not really much of a payoff. Well, I guess first of all I'm going to go ahead and kill some dwarf soldiers, get that dwarven shield, and then we can worry about it later, right? I'm definitely going to be hunting bone beasts later on. Didn't they, like, drop a shield or something? Let me see. Okay, they drop a bone shield, which is... oh, it's quite weak, alright. Alright, our life ring has run out, but we are pretty much full when it comes to HP and mana, so... there we go, anytime. The Swarmer is going to respawn, and true enough. Right, a compound eye. I guess let's just drop it over here. Why not just grab a compound eye, you know? Alright, one Monty Python reference later. We're still on our way to the city to get some additional food, I suppose. Let's slay those spiders, just slap them around real good. There you go. And there it is, cheese, the reason why we come here. And we also need to restock on our... yeah. We messed up his auto-puffing. That's what you get. And why would someone close this door, honestly? Ancient stones, winter berries. Oh, winter berries are a cool item, by the way. They are required to participate in this event that is going on right now. We're basically making wine, right, from these winter berries. They drop from creatures, not sure which creatures exactly, but some. Definitely beholders, that I can confirm. But the entire idea is to collect them, place them, like bring them to the correct place, and then just stomp on them, just walk on them to make the wine, right? A pretty cool event if you ask me, but the really cool thing is the winter berries, they glow, they give off blue light, like 1 or 2 squares. It might seem insignificant, but I'm really glad that they added this real detail, because that is a very good source of light for my Maze of Lost Souls character, you know? I don't really want to waste money on torches. There's no creature that drops them very often, so I can't count on that. I don't want to collect food all the time just to be able to cast light spells. So those winter berries, as I collect them, I just drop them all over the floor. And they're actually, yeah, very handy. Another cool thing when it comes to light that I learned quite recently Basically, for my characters, I would always go through Rugard, right? Just because I prefer Rugard. But for my Maze of Lost Souls character, I decided to just go really quickly and go through the Dawnport way. And in Dawnport, you can find a single spawn on of this table lamp, or I think it's just called the lamp. Basically, it gives like 4 squares of light, so it's not a lot, but it never runs out, right? So it's like a very, very cheap version of the frozen starlight or the green light. And it's very Iron friendly, because you just go ahead, pick it up, it's a daily spawn. Just can slap it in your quiver slot, actually, by the way. That's something that's important when it comes to light sources. Not every single item that emits light can be placed in your torch slot, by the way. But that lamp can, and yeah, it's a huge help on my base character. Alrighty then. That swarmer should be appearing anytime now. Basically what it sounds like, I have a character that can only obtain items and level up within the Maze of Lost Souls, including the pre-maze dungeon and including Demona. Pretty simple, but yeah, what it amounts to is I will need to farm singular enemies for a very, very long time. The maze contains quite a lot of different creatures, you know. There's Minotaurs, Mino Archers, Orc Berserkers, Orc Leaders, there's a Dragon, there's a Dragon Lord, there's like 2 giant spiders. A whole lot of creatures who drop cool and good items. There's even a quest or 2 placed in there. So there's a lot of items that can be obtained. So what it really means is it's basically a tiny world of its own where you can play the entire game, honestly. And that's what I'm trying to do with this character. And also I really like the idea of being stuck in the maze. Like, as I played this character, I remember the layout of the maze better and better. By the end of the challenge, I hope to be pretty much, you know, fully learned on the ways of the maze. I can already make my way through the maze pretty well after I have done the exploration stream and searched for some other stuff on other characters, but I'm going the extra mile with this one. Yep. And not just any creatures, but creatures that can drop really cool shit, like Cyclops, there's Cyclops as well, Minotaur Guards, Wild Warriors, Dwarf Guards. And what's really cool about the challenge is I get to use all 3 weapon types. Well, get to is a big word. I need to use all 3 weapon types. Otherwise I'd be like severely handicapped if I wanted to stick to just one. But by leveling like all 3 to like a decent level, around 70, I can get by somehow. Oh, we're getting buttered by this guy. Not looking very good. Out of mana almost. Okay, he's gone. Yeah, so I don't want to spoil too much, but at first, in the maze, I basically started hunting with a mace, because that's what I had. Well, from the very beginning, what I did was I entered the maze with no items at all, like absolute zero. So I had to fist fight spiders to be able to afford a shovel to be able to enter the maze. And then, yeah, I went further from there. There's like the daily spawns of cool items, like a club, a couple of spears. My first couple of kills were actually with spears on that character. Yeah, but that's a lot of spoilers already, so I won't be going any further. So for this character, I did consider never leaving the maze, but I ultimately decided against it. So that character is allowed to leave the maze, it's allowed to buy items from NPCs, it's allowed to buy spells as well. The only caveat is he can only collect items and gain EXP from creatures that are inside of the maze. I do have something similar in mind, but more restrictive. But that's going to be the next streaming character, so... we likely won't see that one either until I am done with this one, or until I decide to take a break from this one. Actually, I did consider starting like another streaming character, you know, just to have 2 at once at the same time. Especially since this one I cannot stream every time I'd like. Yeah, since currently I can only stream on days where the Hive outpost is there, I might actually end up just creating another streaming character just to go along with this. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, honestly. So the new series that I had in mind is I would get myself thrown into Hellgate and be stuck there for good. Start with like no items or very limited items. I would still need to do some research on what exactly I need to survive in there. You know, like maybe I'll take a rope or something. Not sure what level I will start on as well. Might allow myself some starting spells. Yeah, but that character would never be allowed to leave Hellgate. I think that would be pretty much an interesting challenge to do. There's not that many creatures in there. There's like beholders, there's some elf scouts, there's some skeletons as well. You can even meet a bunch of vampires if you're lucky. There's of course demon skeletons, the entire Hellgate proper with elder beholders. some higher level undead as well, and the dragons, right? Dragons and dragon lords. Alright, the cheese. Alright. I'm getting more and more tired, I think, so I'll keep this stream going until the end of the life ring, so that's about 10 more minutes. Let's just collect enough food to get by. Hopefully we get the cheese, eventually. Or maybe find that pig that we somehow lost forever. I wonder what was that about. Yep, only 3 minutes left and we will soon be starving again. There we go, more rats. Give me cheese. Alright, that's 4 minutes. We need a couple more though. Okay, rats, why not? That's 6 minutes, I guess one more rat. No, that's one more butt actually. That's not going to help us. Yeah, I have a lot of projects and ideas, but time to realize them is way more strict than I'd like. There we go, finally some cheese. I also still have that melee paladin skilling in the background. Yeah, pretty much what you say, Gene. Can't afford to be staying up late because tomorrow we gotta be at least operational, right? Need to grab as much sleep as you can. Another compound eye. I was wondering if we could get away with stepping downstairs and killing a single swarmer. But I did that before with my main character, and the second I stepped down, a bunch of them already swarmed me, so I don't think that's a good idea at all. I don't think it's worth it to risk it like that. We don't have too many supplies, and yeah. We can't even afford to be killing them 2 at a time. We're just not strong enough to keep it up. Oh yeah, that sucks, Gene. Oh, the test server. Honestly, I might. I'm very curious about the skill wheel and everything else. I think the skill wheel is going to be huge for some of my challenges. For example, Skogul the Barbarian, right? The melee paladin. I think even if they add no skills that directly improve the viability of a melee paladin, right? Because why would they? It would still be a pretty interesting thing to see. all kinds of skill points that would affect my AoE spell or the single target holy spell that I use, or even just straight up higher maximum HP, right? That would really improve my overall power. And the same thing goes for every single other character that I have, by the way. Like, obviously, stronger characters are going to have more skill points, right? That's how they described it would work. But I think the biggest change, the biggest improvement is going to be that that affects the weaker characters, right? If you don't have access to additional gear, if you, for example, have weaker armor, so you take more maximum damage, having a little bit more maximum HP is going to counter that and balance it out pretty well. After all, in the end, in Tibia, most usually you are just able to kill everything that doesn't out-heal you, right? As long as you out-heal it. So if they cannot one-shot you and you can heal yourself quick enough, then you can pretty much handle every single enemy. That's what it amounts to. Just being able to heal more than they hurt you. Alright, so that life ring still has like 5 minutes 48 seconds. It's going to last me a while. Yeah, exactly. Mammoth Whopper is such a nice weapon, but Fairy Club is just a straight up upgrade in every way. Alright, tell you what, I said it would be until the end of the life ring, but I'm seriously way too tired to keep up, even keeping a solid conversation going, so I'm going to kill that one last swarmer and we're going to call it a day. I'm going to try and stream on some day when I am not as tired. How do I find the motivation? Well, first of all, you need to know what you expect from the game, right? For me, first and foremost, Tibia is relaxing. The way I play, it's really slow-paced most of the time. Like, sure, there are some moments where things get hectic, right? But I don't do those unless I'm ready for those. Hunting this single swarmer, it's like, what, 2 minutes of chilling, a little bit of action. Can you really call that action even? Not really sure. Stuff that I usually do involves waiting for a single enemy to spawn for a long time, or just casually walking around places that I know really well, that pose no challenge to me and no real threat to my character. The way most players play, right, it's just running around a quick respawning area, probably higher level than you should be at, trying to grind that level or grind that money, you know, you have to keep going faster and faster. I can understand how some people find that fun, but what I seek in the game is mostly just relaxation. And the core mechanics of Tibia are so slow and relaxed that, yeah, when I get back from work and I launch the game, it's not something that takes any energy away from me. Like, sure, there are days when I don't feel like playing, but most of the time I do, because I just sit down and rest while playing, you know? I put some show on the other screen and just, you know, half pay attention to the game. Slowly work on some additional goals that I have set for myself. Offline or rather online skilling. Hunting some enemies. Just slowly improving my characters. But first and foremost, when you don't feel like playing, then just don't, you know? If you're too tired and can't handle playing games for now, then yeah, don't do that. Don't try to force yourself. You're supposed to enjoy the game and not treat it like a duty or something you should be putting your time into. And of course, yeah. My character gets lost due to the auto walk. So yes, if you feel like those 6 hours that you have left after work are not something you want to spend playing, then just don't, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I know it's been a pretty much low energy stream. Still quite a lot of people showed up and I appreciate that a lot. Thanks for coming, guys. As for the next stream, I'm going to try and hold it as quickly as possible. But you know how it is. We need this little place to be available and I need to be able to stream, which is not very often recently. But hopefully sometime soon. So anyway, until then, thanks very much for watching once more and take care, bye. Oh, sorry Tango. Yeah, we're wrapping things up for today. It's a Sunday, so I can't keep going for much longer even if I felt like it, and I'm pretty tired for today. Anyway, if you feel like it, then obviously you can just watch it back. It's going to be uploaded straight away. Yep. You're welcome, Vinu. Thanks for joining. And take care, guys. Take care, guys. Goodbye.